Well, that last message was interesting. I guess we'll see if we're actually affected by something. Anyway, yeah, we're back. Yeah, we're a little choppy. But at present, I refuse to do anything about it. Because so much is going on here. I don't want anything to go really, really wrong so that I have to start over again. Anyway, okay. Yeah, they're all still acting a little wonky. But we're just going to ignore them for now. And we're going to show you what we've been up to. Let's go this way. Tell me if any of this looks new to you. Yes, we have extended our walking paths. We have lit them up. We have also put in more waypoints, and we have moved them 1 block off the paths. And when I put in the highlight village waypoints, all of the paths were lighting up, except a couple of short distances. So yeah. So these things don't have to be in the middle of the road. I was told that they could be 1 block off. So we tried it and it worked. Anyway, this is new. This is our barn. And this is where the cows have been hanging out. And we have been filling these constantly. And look, they're all empty. But I think all of our cows are happily fed. We can't tell by looking at the bowls, but we can by looking at the females. Okay. Yeah, I took the inspiration for this build from that build up there. Kind of ties it in with the rest of the village. All right, and then if we go straight down here, this takes us to our traders. Hi there. Pregnant. Woohoo. Good. And down here we have 2 traders. You may have met them. Hi. I know. Commodities. And this should be survival goods. Hi. Sure. Yeah, survival goods. Thank you. And we've cleaned up their area a bit. And lit it up. Yeah. And maybe eventually if we build houses or something down here, maybe some of our villagers will wander into this area. So we'll see. I think one way that we could get villagers to wander randomly is to maybe put workstations out, say in the middle of nowhere, and maybe camouflage it with bushes or trees or something so that you can't really see it, but the villagers will hang around by those workstations and it will look like they are randomly walking through the world. All right, look at that. We got a baby. And the reason we have a baby is because we have a chicken coop. This is our new chicken coop. Hi there. Oh, let's go into creative so we don't scare everybody. And over here we've got a couple of eggs. Are you going to sit on the eggs? Good girl. All right. I think that's the only one that has eggs. Those 2. Okay. When I first did this and put food down here, oh my gosh, we were inundated by every kind of animal you could think of that would eat this stuff. Let's see where to go. There it is. Sorry. Shucks. Sit back down. You're okay. There you go. Let's fill these up and get some people? No. Get some poultry in here. Yeah, we had ducks in here and chickens and the capper lilies. Is that what they're called? Capercaillies. Those were in here. And we have hired an additional shepherd. And Alanis was our original shepherd who did not have a station. As soon as I put the station down over there by the barn, she showed up immediately. And then, of course, we put this one down, and they showed up. Look at this. Here they come. Okay, I want to show you a little something about this chicken coop. If we want to just come in here and pick the eggs, we could just open these doors. And we can pick up the eggs. There's doors all along here. Let's go inside and see who's shown up. Nice. And of course, we got these guys who want to use the back doors. Tired? Yeah, eventually there'll be a lot more in there. When I did the barn, all of the cows gravitated. There must have been 10 in there at one time. But now they wander everywhere. There's also no food in there at the moment. And then over here, the last thing we did was we made a pig pen. And so far, only 2 pigs have shown up. I do believe there are more in the village. I just not sure what their range is as far as smelling the food. So, are you an additional pig or did you just leave here? No, there's one right there. Hi there. Well, he'll work his way around. Okay. Yeah, these are just for looks. They don't hide anything fancy. Alright, so that is our animals. And we have extended our... Look at this guy. You couldn't go that way, could ya? No, we gotta go all the way around. I am wondering if this here is too narrow for them to have come from that direction. I could move mud pit out, so this is a two wide runway here. But they're finding it just fine. Anyway, okay, let's go look at the additional paths. We can come down here, and then we made a shortcut path back to the barracks and everything else that they can take. And let's see, I believe you were here when we brought all of the soldier stations. Oh, name of the village has changed again. Yeah, we brought all of the soldier stations down from their great heights. So they should all be concentrated on the ground now. We took the ladders down and we extended the height on these here. You can see the bounding box. It's just 1 voxel higher. So they will not be able to jump up onto these and then jump down. Okay, you can see many of them are gathering here. Let's go see, excuse me, if there's anybody. Oh yeah, there's some people down here as well. Yep, just a few, but they are here. So, good. And as far as I can tell, everything is moving along smoothly and fine. I haven't seen a whole lot of issues getting in our way. We did kind of repath this area a bit, cleaned it up. I am going to open this area up here and extend the path, because I want the path to go all the way around these two towers. So this here will be extended to go this way. Whoops. I don't know if we actually need that, but we should put it back down. Let's put it right there. Okay. Yeah, with all these waypoints, I just put them everywhere. And we were getting double red lines all over the place, but you know what? We're just going to have to work with it. Right. We are going to need this and this. And there we go. Done. I don't think I need to bring the waypoints down into that area because they can enter this whole structure over here, and there is one soldier station over here, and that should be enough to draw someone to this area, whether they come through the whole structure or if they come all the way around to that door. They will find it. Okay, good. They're all claimed. Excellent. Okay. This was our original path going that way, and I noticed that villagers were coming out and going this way, so we added this path. So now there's one on each side, and I'm thinking this strip of land right here could be a good place to put our berry bushes. Or maybe, I don't know, a couple of benches for tired villagers who need to sit. Of course, they don't do that kind of stuff, but imagination. Okay, claimed? Claimed. Good. All right. So yeah, I think you can see that everything seems to be functioning proper-like. Did everybody leave here? Yeah, everybody left. One of these times I'm going to catch them and see if they go in this door. Or are they using these back doors exclusively? And the other thing that I was wondering was, might we need to make this the front of the building? If these are the doors they're using? I don't know. Yeah, don't know. Hey, as long as they're coming and going like they're supposed to. All right. Oh, gosh. Oh, hold on. We gotta go back inside. Are we warm enough in here? No, we are not. Okay. Let's go get one of these braziers and plunk it down. Okay, hold on. I want to recreate us freezing to death. Okay, apparently we're not going to freeze to death again. Alright, anyway, let's go and plunk down this brazier. Okay, we can't put it there because it's not a solid surface. So let's go ahead and put them right there. There we go. Okay, let's give that back. Give these things back. All right. I don't know. Can I break this apart? I can. And can I set it here? I can. All right. Now this should be warm enough, especially for me. The villagers will light that when they're in there, but I can't light that. I don't have any control over that. Also, this room is still not getting the little icon, which used to be up in the left-hand corner, but now it pops down here, just to the left, right here, of my taskbar. So I could put it back up in the left-hand corner, but I always look down there for it because that's where it originally was at the lower of the screen. Yeah, I'm not sure what we need to do to make this building work. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. I do have a very... What are we doing? You gonna let him do that? Take him down! Yeah! Okay, why are you out here? Oh, you're Alanis. You're a shepherd. Why do you have a bow and arrow? And why are you insisting on going in this way? You're the mayor. What are you doing out here? No. We're not making another door. You go around. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure why they're doing that. The other day there was about 5 or 6 of them hanging around right here. I think that area right there goes into the storage room. So I don't know why they would be gathering there. Let's go ahead and put in the code and see, highlight village waypoints, and see what we're getting. Okay, you guys, follow the yellow brick road. Come on. Yeah, not sure. That's very interesting. Anyway, you can see our red paths. And I think just about everywhere they need to go is represented here. Oh, there's somebody else up and about. 2:30 in the morning. Richard. Not sure why you're out there. You should be able to use this door. He's going to ping off the waypoint. Okay, something is confusing him. Let's see if there's something in the way. I don't think there is. But that is his bed. But I don't see anything that should be in his way unless this is in his way. That pretty much eliminates all of the trim that was in here originally. Yeah, there shouldn't be anything slowing him down now. Yeah, not sure. Unless I need to move the door, which I'm not going to do that with every building. Go that way. All right, thank you. There, just needed a little push. Okay, anyway, back to what we were doing. We were looking at our red lines. Yeah, it looks to me like we have sufficient coverage for anywhere that they need to go. And we just plunked down just waypoints everywhere. Now that I know that they can still function off the paths, I don't mind so much putting them along the edges. But I didn't really like them in the paths, and I had read other people's comments that they didn't like them in the paths because it seemed like it would, it's in the middle of the path. So when people are walking by, is that a pole in the road? You know? So, okay, I'm not sure why these here are not connecting to that. And we're getting a break over here. I'm guessing it obviously can't go diagonal, but couldn't it follow this path that's going on? We'll put that there and see if it helps. That should connect that one to that one. Unless this one here is too far off the path. Let's let's go ahead and put it here and take it away from there. That one will connect with this one. And that one should connect with that one. But I don't know why this one here is not connecting with that one. Yeah, not sure. Just for giggles, let's go ahead and put one here. Let's see what happens. I did get a message from the author of this mod, and they are working on a less obvious waypoint object. So we're looking forward to seeing how that works out for us. Yeah, I like this little area. Yeah. Just a couple of things, and we kind of livened up this corner of the village. All right. Let's see what's next. I know we need to clean up the graveyard. Oh, we did give the bridge a bit of a lift. There we go. And I can see the ice formed back. I broke all this ice, but it formed back. But it kind of makes sense because look how cold it is out here. And it is -8 Celsius. That changed again. Let's change that back. I read Fahrenheit. It's just easier for me. Let's see. The room icon, let's put it back up in the top left. There we go. Okay. Let's go find a building and test that out. There we go. Upper left corner. Okay, we're good. Kind of wish it was a little bit lower so that sunshine, that is a sun. Yeah, I'd like that to be a little bit lower so I can actually see it. Let's see, we can change that. How would we change that? Which one is the Y position? That's the elevation. Let's go with 14. All right, let's go with 16. All right, let's go with 18. All right, let's go with 20. There we go. Okay. We're good with that. Now we can see the full icon. That makes me happy. All right, let's go ahead and take this off. Highlight the village waypoints. Hi there. You're pregnant. Oh my gosh, there's going to be babies all over the place here soon. Oh, also, we got a bear. out here. So we know that they definitely are spawning here in the village. I think I left him. Oh gosh, where did I even find him? Chased him quite a distance too. He ran off this way and I chased him out. Chased him back that way. So yeah, we're gonna definitely have to keep an eye out for that. And if we can pinpoint where he's spawning, hey, dude, there's a perfectly warm building right over there for you. Okay. Yeah, if we can figure out where he's spawning, we can fence in the area a bit. But that's in the hopes that he spawns in the same place every time. Yeah, I left his body out here. I really should have marked it on the map, but, you know, don't really think about that in the moment. Are these guys still down here? No, that's not it. Where'd it go? We have a pit. There it is. I kind of covered it a little bit. I opened up the pit all the way. Oh, golly, there's a pig down there. We don't want the pig in there. I think what we're going to need to do, and I also don't want the crabs in there, but I think we are going to, unfortunately, we're going to have to take care of these because we don't want these in the village. But the nice thing about them being here is that no others were showing up in the village. They weren't spawning. Alright, come on. There we go. Because my understanding is that if you leave them alone, then no others will spawn. I'm not sure how true or accurate that is. If somebody can tell me, then we'll all know. Okay. Alright, we're going to get the rest of you out of here right now. Oh golly, I can't. Alright, there we go. Okay, here we go, folks. There we go. Come on, one more. You can do it. Do we need more of an invitation? Seriously? There's one. Come on. Let's go ahead and grab some dirt and we're going to fill this place in. Alright, I need the rest of y'all to leave this cozy little place. Alright, yeah, you guys are like stuck. Hopefully they work their way out. They've got stairs right there. Alright. I'm going to put this on the map so that I can find it. And we're going to give it an H and we're going to give it a bright yellow. Okay, so now I know there's a hole right there. It'd be nice if the bear would pop up here. Wow, yeah, look at the size of the fort. Oh my gosh, compared to this little tiny village over here, the size of this fort. Nice. Okay. Right. Let's continue our search for the bear. And I have no idea where he came from. What is this? Okay, you are a bull. We actually need more cows than we do bulls. But I'm guessing that the bulls, they're meat too. Pregnant. Yeah, it's amazing to me how much ground one cow or a bull can cover when they're just wandering around. Alright, we're looking for a bear, and I believe it was was dark, a brown or a black. So there should be a body on the ground here somewhere. Unless it went to bone. Oh, okay. People going off to work. Nice. Okay, are you the one that was over there? Nope. Wasn't that one a boar? We are also looking for food out here. Hey there. Ready to mate. Yeah, there's the boar. Okay, you, hello, Mr. Bull, come over here. We need more babies. This is like the desolate corner of the fort. Okay. But yeah, my vision is kind of like to go along the perimeter sporadically and put houses down. I don't know how many villagers can be in one area. We have had villages. I think probably the most I've ever had is probably upwards of 50 villagers in one area. And that was because we had a village of 20-some people, and then we found our original villagers underground and brought them up using paths, ladders, stairs, things like that. So that gave us, upwards of 50 people in our village. And I don't recall there being much of an issue with that number. Look at all the cows out here. Yeah, like I said, they just wander. Now, if I was to go down here and put some food in these troughs, let's see how many we can draw. First of all, let's find, there we go. Of course, the rabbits come in here as well, because they will eat this. Originally, when I first built this place, I put the hay down, and all different kinds of animals were showing up. We had the rabbits and the ducks and the chickens and everything was in here. And then I built the other two places, and they kind of, there's a baby. They kind of split themselves up and went to the appropriate places. So I thought that's pretty clever of them to figure that out. Look at this. Oh, sorry, bud. I was in survival. We need to go into creative if we want the animals to show up when we're around. Down here, because there is no one else down here, and I would like some villagers to come to this area. I'm thinking, yeah, I wish we had some just generic villagers that we could just, put, like I've said this before, have like a baker. I don't know, somebody that's carrying a clipboard that kind of looks like maybe an office worker. Maybe some just generic people. So that we can just populate an area like this simply by maybe putting down just some kind of marker. Not necessarily a table, but just some kind of marker for random villager or female villager or, whatever. Hi there. That's a little duck. Whatever type of villager we would like to put down. So, because it's nice to see the village populated with professions, workers, but certainly there has to be some just random people. Maybe, but yeah, I think it'd be kind of cool if we were to put down, say, I don't know, a path walker. Somebody who mainly just walks around the paths. So it just kind of looks like, you know, there's population here. Why are these doors shut? You cannot... Oh, you're doing it. Okay. We can't do that. You've got to leave those open. Okay. Yeah. They can't get in and out if you close those. And I don't really want you in here. Unless you're throwing stuff in here. You should be out there. You shouldn't actually be in here. Ugh. I can't push him out. He's being difficult. There we go. Okay. Now I gotta fix my wall. Oh, shucks. Yeah, I was gonna go get my wrench, but it's, there we go. It's in my pockets and I would have to go into survival. There, he's throwing stuff down. That's why he's going in there. My other thought was one door, and yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Yep, that's what we did here. Is this door over here getting shut too? We're going to have to adjust that as well. All right. What I want to do is grab one of those. Yeah, I want to do this and then put a full door here. That way the little critters can come in and out this here. And he can slam this door all he wants, and they can still get in and out. All right, let's go find a door. There we go. Yeah, I don't think they can shut these. As far as I know, they can't operate these. Oh, perfect. Okay. I think that'll work. Come on, I want to see somebody come out this door right here. I want to make sure it works. Otherwise, we could make it swing this way. Come on, go that way. There we go. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's in here, if it's in their way. So we might need to make it swing that way. Okay, I think that'll work. It is just for looks, so... Yeah, alright. Good. Okay. Also, that'll keep larger animals from going in there. Say a wolf or a bear. Yeah, we might have to do the same over here with this one. Are you going in there? Nope. So far, we do not have anyone. We don't have a shepherd for this area. So maybe we'll just leave it that way. But if we find that that door is getting shut, then we'll do the same thing there as we did over here. Okay, and down here, as far as I can tell, they don't shut these doors. They can't shut these doors. Apparently they can't operate these large gate type doors. So, no issue here. But what I would like is for only one to open. But these ones, I haven't figured out how to do that yet. Because there's a way you set them. and they work in tandem. So I haven't figured that one out yet. Okay. Look at it, warmed up out here. All the snow is gone. All right. I think we have solved some issues. We should be seeing some cows working their way over there. Unless there's one coming this way. Unless all of the hay is already gone. Let's go check the status. Because I have noticed that that happens. Good. Yeah, imagine this filled with about 10. I also thought that I needed to lure the pigs this direction. You did it the other day. Jump up. They can jump over this. I watched one of them do it. Even though this is extended. This is the single block height. And then I put an extension up there because I didn't want the people or other animals to be able to just step up on top of there. So, and if need be, we can close this in and put a gate here. And whatever animals would be in here would be relatively safe from at least the wolves. But I don't know if wolves actually kill the pigs. It would not be safe from the bears, obviously. We would have to raise this up considerably. All right, we are looking at... Oh, golly, let's see. How am I going to do this? I think in order to get the pig's feed... Do we have any? I don't want to break that and steal that pig's feed if we have some somewhere else. Now, I took out one of my critter mods. Okay, we have no pig's food. Okay, let's go ahead and go over here. Oh, I'm gonna scare everybody. I don't want to scare everybody, so let's just go. The idea is to put down a trough between here and there to draw the pigs that are out here this way. Alright, so let's just go ahead and drop a trough right here. And let's go get some pig's feed and fill it up. Okay. We appear to be having an issue. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I have no idea. I got locked. Yeah, if that ever happens to you, you know, where you can't seem to move, hit escape. And that unlocked me. I have no idea how I locked myself. I generally only do that when, lock up when I'm in the, working with the chisels. Okay, there is one. And let's put another. We want to draw them this way. I'm pretty sure they would walk across the water, but let's be a little bit realistic and not make them walk across the water. There we go. That should draw them this way. Okay, the other thing we were doing, like I said, is we are collecting food. 8 of 9, 7 of 9. I'm wondering if I need to do that for the cows too. Does it seem like we have cows that are not making their way to the barn? We had a couple down here that seemed to be kind of stragglers. But I have no way of knowing if those cows have been to the barn and just work their way out here again. Dude. There's a wolf. You don't want to leave, do you? I don't see anybody else out here. I was thinking maybe he's looking for a mate or something, but I don't. Oh, hey, wait. Oh, yeah. You are a wolf. I did see you. Yeah. Don't know if his mate was out here or something. Let's go ahead and drop down. What do we got going on here? That's a bunny. Or no. That's a pig. Okay. They are working their way that way. That's a hedgehog. Yeah, that's what I was saying is I had to take one of the critter mods out. Creatures and critters or critters and creatures, whichever. And I'm not sure which critters we lost. But one thing I don't want to do is take out the last critter mod I have. Because then we lose. That particular mod is the one that gives us our ducks and our hedgehogs and all kinds of cute little things like this wandering around. And I don't want to lose all my ducks, so we're not taking that mod out. And that means that if we have to deal with some issues, then we'll deal with it. Okay, what's going on over here? You're working your way that way? Good, good. All right. Yeah, not sure why this bull over here wants out. So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Let's go ahead and plop this down, say right about here, and we'll go ahead and fill it up with hay or grass or whatever. Oops, and see if we can get him to go this direction. And I would like to do that over here as well, because I have seen some cows. There's a pig. Good. There's also baby pigs running around here somewhere too. I'm not sure when they were born, but they are here. See, there's a cow there. I want to put one right over here. There we go. And when I no longer see cows and things over here, then we'll move the troughs closer and closer until we are satisfied that all of the cows know that the food is in the barn from now on. And that'll be the only place we'll put down food for the animals. Okay. Yeah, but I do understand that that's going to draw them from other places. But the thing is, we're only going to fill that up once. So when they've gotten a taste for it, maybe they'll go that direction and look for more. What are we doing? What are you doing? Walk around. Walk around that way. Okay, I see a few. We're going to go and change the name of the village again. Yeah, this was the spot that I said, let's see if we can go through here. Okay, there they are. So if I were to put a door here, that brings them here. What if we put a door here? Will they walk in that way? No? Hi. It's just an experiment. I just want to see if you'll use that door. Well, let's go ahead and leave it here. See what happens. right there. Big gaping hole in the wall. You asked for it. Okay, yeah, I'm confused. Alanis, why do you have a bow and arrow? I thought you were a shepherd. Alright, let's go look at our table. We need to change the name of the village anyway. Alright, now the other day when we crashed, I was in creative mode, so let's go ahead and go into survival mode and see if we do not crash or crash. Lucia, okay, that is the mayor. Alright, one of two things could happen. And there it is. And I have noticed that when I am in creative mode and I tap that table, we crash. But we went into survival mode. But I don't know if it's because we were in creative mode all that time. Not a clue. But there it is for a second. And we're just going to go ahead and start over. Yeah, there's the error again with the village ID. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's related to. Maybe somebody can enlighten me on that one. Alright, the size of our village was 110. And our village is Daneberry Fort. And I'm not sure why that keeps changing. We have 22 villagers now. 2 shepherds. 2 workstations. Good. Agnes is a soldier. Floyd's a soldier. Lucius the mayor. Joanna's the herbalist. Bianca. Alanis is a shepherd. Okay, is that our only Alanis? Or do we have another? Yeah, so why is she hanging out in the back of the barracks if she is supposed to be a shepherd? But I can see quite possibly that, let's see, we are looking at the clock. Time. I want this on the 12-hour clock because that's how I tell time. Alright, so it's 8:30-ish. They would be gathering now. Okay. Most definitely. Golly. Alrighty then. Let's go ahead and grab a copy of this door. Put it right here. Ugh. There you go. I guess we have a back door now. Can I move that over? Yes, I can. We're going to move this over. 'Cause I'm not happy with the way that door opens right there. Let's see. There. Okay. We'll work with that. All right. Let's go see where people are gathering. Definitely here. And I want to see if anybody's down here. Yeah, there's a handful down here as well. But I want to see how they come in. I'm also curious to know if the same group of people gather here. Or is it random? Do some gather there sometimes, and then sometimes the same ones come down here? I don't know. You know what? I'm going to leave that open. If this guy goes in, they'll get him. I also want to see if somebody will shut that door. Go in there. Yeah, I'm also noticing they're not chasing the drifters like they used to. It seemed to me just recently somebody wasn't even fighting the drifters off. Okay, Mariella, you have a weapon. Why are you not chasing the drifters like you guys used to? It's kind of like they're waiting for them to cross their path before they'll do anything about it. They're not as aggressive as aggressive as they used to be. Okay, what's going on over here? Okay. Oh, yeah, you know what? I probably should have marked these. Oh, there's nothing in here. Wow, somebody got their fill. Yeah, I'm going to mark on the map where I put these so that we can either fill them again or take them away. Hi there. Okay, now, have we accomplished anything? Have we learned anything? Have we answered any questions? Really? Hit him. I think that's one issue with the archers. They cannot do hand-to-hand. Like this one here, I had to run a distance in order to be successful. But the archers are they're really cool to watch. Are you done? Good night. Yeah, they're really cool to watch. It's, they will shoot from a long distance. Okay. Hello? Yeah, this is what they do when they're... Oh, hi. I didn't realize you were a trader. Yeah, this is what they do when they're afraid. It also seems that maybe the traders don't have the weapons on them they need. Miriella. Okay, where are you trying to get? Okay, you are scaring my villager. Alright, these ones are down. Look at that. Get him. One more. Come on. You missed. Ooh, there's two of them right here. Go home. Okay, I saw one go this way. There he is. Are you going to get him? I don't think you are. What are you doing? Okay, done. Alright. Y'all can go to bed now. Oh, except for this one. Darn you. What are you doing? You guys. Oh, shucks. Alright. Let's go break the gate down so they can get out. Okay, you happy? I don't know why you couldn't go around. Alrighty then. Alright, well, I'm going to wander around and check all these pockets. Nothing. And when we come back, I think we are going to head back to the homestead. We haven't been there in a while. We need to go and just see how things are doing. Check on our animals. I got a message that said I needed to go and check on the eggs. I remember they only had a few days on them. They're probably gone now. But, yeah, needed to check those eggs. Cook them up, or we're going to have to dispose of them if they're rotten. Also, there's some eggs and food here we can take back. Were you not one that I just let out of this predicament? I might need to move these. They might not see this as a way in if these weren't here. So maybe we'll focus on doing that. Anyway, all right, I'm going to gather some stuff. And we're going to... oh my gosh, the name of the village changed. It's just not staying. Not sure why. Anyway, yeah, we're going to head back to the homestead and check things out there. Yeah. Don't know. Anyway, okay. We shall return.